What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be covering all of the known weapons as well as attachments in Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Now of course we're going to be covering all of the weapons that were available at the E3 build of the game, but there have been a few other weapons that are now confirmed that weren't playable in that build. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so kicking it off with the rifle class, not necessarily all assault rifles, they just kind of call it rifle. First, we have the STG-44. This has now been confirmed. It was pretty obvious that it was going to be in the game, but it's now been confirmed on the Call of Duty official website that it will be in the game. This wasn't playable in the E3 build of the game. And for those of you guys that don't know, this is a fully automatic assault rifle. Next, of course, we've got the iconic M1 Garand. This was playable at E3. This is the one that we've probably seen the most out of all of them. And of course, this is a semi-automatic rifle. It's got an 8-round clip. And one thing that's interesting to point out, in some of the most recent Call of Duty games where they feature an M1, they make it so you can't reload your clip until it's completely empty. In COD World War II, they are going to allow you to reload your clip whenever you want, which comes from a game balancing design standpoint, not so much a realism standpoint. Next up in the rifle category, we have the BAR, or the Browning Automatic Rifle. Technically, this is more of an LMG, but they are including it in the rifle category. This is fully automatic and has a 20-round magazine. Moving on to the SMG category, we've got the Grease Gun. This is something that wasn't playable at E3, but we very clearly saw it in the trailer, and it also has been posted on the Call of Duty website. This is fully automatic and has quite a high fire rate. Next, we've got the Thompson M1928. This one was playable at E3. We don't know what the standard magazine capacity is going to be, but with extended mags, you put a big drum magazine on there and it gives you a 45-round magazine. And again, it's fully automatic and has quite a high fire rate. Finally, for the confirmed SMGs, we've got the MP40, which is no surprise here. This has a 32-round magazine and a relatively slow fire rate. Moving on to the confirmed LMGs. First, we have the Lewis, which has a 47-round magazine. It's fully automatic and it's got a relatively slow fire rate. Second, for the LMGs, we have the MG15, and again, we only know the capacity with extended mags because that's how it was in the E3 build of the game, but with extended mags, you get 75 rounds, and this one has sort of a moderate to somewhat higher fire rate for an LMG. Moving on to the sniper rifles that we know about so far, we've got the M1903 Springfield. This has a 5-round clip, and it is a bolt action. And second, we have the Kar 98K, which is also a bolt action, but it does seem to cycle a little bit faster than the Springfield in this game. And this one most likely has a 4 to 5 round magazine, but we've only seen it with extended mags, which gives it a 7-round mag. Both of these snipers were playable in the E3 build. Moving on to shotguns, first we've got the Winchester 1897. This is a pump action shotgun, and with extended mags we get 10 shells in the tube. And second, we have a semi-automatic shotgun. They just call it toggle action. Again, we've only seen this with extended mags, and it was in the E3 build of the game, but with extended mags you get 10 rounds in the tube as well. Moving on to the confirmed pistols, first up, of course, we've got a 1911. This is semi-automatic and has a 7-round magazine. Second, we have a Luger, also a semi-automatic pistol, and this has an 8-round magazine. And finally, we have the M712, and this is a fully automatic pistol with a 10-round mag. Moving on to the launchers, first up, we have the Bazooka, which seems to be very accurate. It shoots in practically a straight line. And second, I'm probably going to butcher this, the Panzerschreck. This is not very accurate. The rocket kind of flies a little bit off target. And of course, neither of these seem to lock onto streaks, which makes sense, but it'll be interesting to see how effective these are at taking out aerial streaks. And finally, let's move on to the known melee weapons. These are the ones that you can actually select, so we know there is a bayonet in the game, for instance, but that's a division skill, not an actual weapon. So first up, we have the US Shovel as a melee weapon. We saw this one in the trailer, and people had access to this at E3. But we also now know there is an ice pick, which has been posted on the Call of Duty website. So it looks like it's now been confirmed that there will be multiple melee weapons in this game, which isn't too surprising. And I'm really hoping this ice pick has a cool animation. So those are all the weapons that are 100% without a doubt confirmed to be in Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Of course, there's going to be a whole lot more once we get to launch, but obviously they want to keep some things up their sleeves. They don't want to reveal everything way too early because then it doesn't really build that hype as the year goes on. But these are the ones that we know without a doubt are going to be in World War II multiplayer. Now let's take a look at all of the attachments that we currently know about as well. First up, we have Quick Draw. Quick Draw allows you to aim down sight faster, and it is confirmed to be available on assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, and shotguns. There's no confirmation yet as to whether or not they'll be available on sniper rifles. It doesn't look like it's going to be the case so far, but we'll just have to wait and see as time goes on. Next up, we've got weapon grip, which just reduces your recoil. And for this one, it's only confirmed to be on the rifle category as well as the LMG category so far. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's also available on SMGs. It's just in the E3 build, there were no classes with the weapon grip equipped, so therefore we can't say for sure. Moving on to the next one, this is advanced rifling, which is just like long barrel or rifled barrel from previous Call of Duty games. This will extend the range of your weapon, and this is confirmed to be on rifles, SMGs, shotguns, and pistols. Moving on to high caliber, assuming it's the same way as it was in the past, this is going to increase your headshot damage, and so far this is only confirmed to be on the rifle category as well as pistols. Moving on to extended mags, this increases your magazine capacity, and it will most likely be available for every weapon category. Next we have FMJ, which will increase your damage when you shoot through cover. This is so far only confirmed on LMGs, but I'd be very surprised if it wasn't on assault rifles and potentially sniper rifles as well. For the sniper rifle category, we have ballistic calibration, which is most likely like a ballistic CPU from the past, where it just reduces your idle sway with sniper rifles when you're scoped in. And also for sniper rifles, we do have the iron sight attachment. Now, there's no confirmation on whether or not this will be available to every sniper rifle, but it's definitely confirmed on the Kar 98K. Now finally, there's one more attachment that is 100% confirmed so far. This is the NIDAR sight. We see this on the BAR class at the E3 build of the game, so it's at least confirmed to be on the BAR, but we don't know what other weapons at this time that we'll be able to use it on, or whether or not there will be other optical attachments. Now, one big attachment that you guys are probably wondering about, this is the suppressor. Currently, we don't know if suppressor is going to be available as an attachment. We know it's available as a division skill for the airborne division, so on SMGs, but a lot of people have been wondering, can I run a suppressor on an assault rifle or a sniper rifle or something along those lines? And at this point, we simply don't know. Perhaps they will have a suppressor as an attachment, and then that division skill is just going to make it so you can take off or put on that suppressor whenever you want on SMGs, but we really don't know at this point. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's video. I'd like to know in the comment section below, which weapon out of all of the confirmed ones are you looking forward to the most? And also, is there another weapon that was available in World War II that you really want to see come to this game? For me, it's the PPSH. I would love to see this, although there has been no confirmation of any sort of Russian front in the game. I still really hope this gun is in the game, but I'd like to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.